For those who aren't familiar, I host a show that pushes limits and challenges individuals to confront their true selves. I bring people into a controlled environment, strip away their facades, and then rebuild them from the ground up. The aim? To prepare them to face the world with newfound strength and clarity about their capabilities. But this isn't just about personal transformation. It's about instilling a sense of identity rooted in British culture and history. What's happening to that identity? Why is it being systematically undermined? When did we lose the grip on what it means to be British, and why are we allowing our culture to be trampled on? Katie Hopkins isn't one to mince words about these issues. Her frustration with the current political landscape is palpable, especially when it comes to Keir Starmer's leadership. She argues that under his watch, Britain is drifting away from its historical roots, and that should be a wake-up call for all of us. To her, Starmer is weak, particularly regarding immigration policies. The borders, as she sees it, are wide open, and with each passing day, British culture is eroding into chaos. Every decision made by the current leadership seems to worsen the situation, rather than alleviate it. While Starmer may project confidence, many, including Hopkins, are starting to question whether he's truly the leader we need in these turbulent times. Action is imperative, not mere observation. This urgency is echoed in the current political discourse, particularly from the Labour Party, which is now trying to position itself as the party for business. At the same time, figures like Angela Rayner are touting Labour as the party for Palestinians. The contradictions are glaring. If you're a Palestinian businessman, sure, Labour has your back, but what about the everyday British citizen? The frustration is compounded by the fact that individuals like Diane Abbott, once a prominent figure, seem to be sidelined, highlighting a disarray within the party. Hopkins articulates the fractures in leadership with relentless vigor. Christmas, a time meant for family and celebration, has become overshadowed by headlines about the unprecedented influx of migrants into the UK. Politicians like Middleton are unafraid to call this a failure of leadership. It's not merely about numbers, it's about the implications of unchecked immigration on national security and cultural identity. How can a nation function effectively when it's unclear who is entering its borders or why? The next political party that gains power needs to be reformist. We have a window of 4 years to make that happen. British culture, steeped in values of Christianity, must be upheld. Other political parties shy away from discussing these foundational beliefs, but the need for honesty and clarity in addressing these issues has never been more critical. Meanwhile, Starmer insists he's the one to implement necessary changes, but critics argue that his policies are reactive and lack urgency. The surge of migrants during this festive season underscores a leadership that appears to be grasping at straws. Citizens are left wondering, why isn't the government taking decisive action? Each unanswered question only deepens the feelings of distrust and despair that are sweeping the nation. Consider the support offered to asylum seekers and illegal immigrants. They're provided with housing, cash allowances, and even additional funds for children. If you're pregnant or have a young child, the financial incentives grow even more enticing. Why are we rewarding those who enter illegally while leaving our own citizens feeling neglected? The situation is precarious and unstable, and without drastic measures, the essence of British identity risks being extinguished. Middleton's recent speech was a clarion call for change, capturing the frustrations of many who feel their identity is slipping away. It's not just about immigration, it's about the very fabric of what the UK represents. The failure of leadership is glaring, revealing a disconnect between those in power and the citizens they are meant to serve. The maternity payments and healthcare offered to those who arrive illegally only serve to emphasize the growing disconnect. While they receive benefits, many ordinary citizens feel overlooked and undervalued. The public is demanding real solutions, not empty promises, and the pressure on Starmer is mounting. How long can he maintain the facade when the call for change grows louder by the day? The message is clear: change is not just necessary, it is urgent. Will Starmer rise to the occasion, or will he allow the pressure to build until the country is on the brink of crisis? The time for action is now, and the stakes could not be higher. What do you think about this state of affairs? Share your thoughts, and let's continue this crucial conversation.